2008 Nissan 350Z.
Second, it has a Rocket Bunny wide body kit on it.
Yeah, it has a Rocket Bunny kit with almost a whole entire kit. The only thing I pretty much switched up with the splitter. I made my own little splitter for it, so it kind of makes it look a little different. But I do like how it's sitting with the Rocket Bunny with the custom lip.
Yeah, it looks really good. And custom side skirts that go with the front lip, I assume.
Actually, this one I got it from this company, Street Arrow. Um, this is the type of style I kind of wanted to lean for. I wish when they released this side splitter, I kind of wanted to get the one with the fin on. But even though, I mean, it still looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks good. It flows well with the front too. It doesn't look out of place or anything, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then I'm not familiar with the kits. Is that molded like factory or how does?
Well, I had the one that is pretty much. It comes with like another piece that kind of goes in the front bumper, but this one's already molded to it.
I like that actually.
But yeah, it actually looks.
It doesn't look bad at all.
Doesn't look bad at all. Yeah, but the other one looked more legit. Yeah. Just the front bumper. This is like probably like my third, fourth front bumper.
Is it because you ride so low?
Yeah, before I went back, I was static pretty much with Lauren Spring, so I couldn't really adjust as I was driving around. It was my daily back in the day, so I drove it more often than usual. But yeah, so I found this one pretty cheap, but I am gonna start switching it up. I'm not gonna be having the Rocket Bunny kit, just the rear fenders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're changing out the front fenders and the front bumper?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then keeping the rear fenders. What front fenders are you gonna do?
It's the one that they it's like the one that is only like halfway. It's just like an overlay wide body fenders.
Okay. Okay. So it's like an OEM plus kind of look.
Kind of, yeah. And then the front bumper, I'm switching it back to OEM, so it can sit kind of perfect. Because this is just mainly for the Rocket Bunny kit, while the other one it doesn't fit perfectly with the Rocket Bunny kit. So that's why I'm switching it back to OEM. And it should look pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I've seen pictures, and it looks good. It's gonna look good.
Yeah, and seeing how your style is right now, I don't doubt it won't look, good as well. Because I mean, just the style of your car, it's super clean, but it has like little touches here and there. You can tell of you.
Yeah.
Like the stickers, the bandana, the little.
Yeah.
What is it?
The Labubu. Yeah.
A couple of
I have him looking with Jason, so
that's pretty sick.
I kind of kept it for Halloween, but then I was like, you know what? It is kind of like stand up a little unique.
Yeah, it goes with the red and white.
Yeah, exactly. So
that's sick.
That's a little add-on. Try to keep it as unique as possible with the stickers and stuff like that. Companies, even like friends brands, for example, like Forgiven. Like to support friends in here and there. So I try to put it as much as I can into the car, so I can kind of like show off their little company and stuff like that.
That's always cool. I love when people are supportive of small businesses, especially local or friends. Like, it doesn't take much, right?
Yeah, no, it really doesn't, and it makes it look so unique too as well. So it's like
Yeah, exactly. You don't see very many people with it either, and it's really well done. I love the color too. So you said this wasn't wrap; it's actually painted.
It's actually painted. Yeah, I was looking into getting like a darker blue, but then I was like, what? I kind of want to lean more into a little lighter car. So like when you get pictures on the sun or even videos during the sunlight, it just pops out more of the color, and especially nighttime, I still get that dark color to it. So it's like it's a win-win for me.
Right. Yeah, and I wish we had the sun hitting it right now because the flake on it is crazy. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And what made you choose a 350?
Pretty much, I always loved sports car, and of course, everyone have seen, the Fast and Furious, stuff like that. Out of all the cars, DK was the one of my favorite Z's. So I was just like, you know what? My dream was to kind of build it exactly like it, but once I started getting into more on the car scene and stuff like that, I was like, you know what? I want to build it how I kind of pictured it. So I started mixing it around, play around with it, not trying to always keep it like, like how I mentioned, like the front is going to be removed, so it's not like going to have the full Rocket Bunny kit. Right. So I'm just going to have the rear. So, I like to kind of like, I guess I would like to say like freestyle it.
Yeah. No, definitely. And you can tell that too, just by the little things here and there, like the front splitter, the side skirts,
Yeah.
the duck bill, like, you know, you can definitely see the personal touches. And it's cool that, you know, you love to hear when Fast and Furious inspires people. It's just
Yeah,
like, you
definitely.
know, that's a real car person, it feels like.
Yeah, I feel like, and I feel like a lot of people got that idea and motivation to kind
Yeah.
of like start building their own stuff, kind of go through what they feel, what they vision, and and just having that thought and just having it just pretty much come back untrue, you know.
Yeah, which is super cool. And so, why did you go with a wide body instead of keeping it stock body? Have you always wanted to go wide body just because how crazy they look, or
I was trying to make it as aggressive as I can, and you
it
know,
is kind of a bubbly car?
it is, and I've seen a lot of these where most of them are not wide bodies, so I kind of wanted to stand up a little bit more. That's kind of the reason why I kind of went with the Rocket Bunny kit, and it was my first time like ever, working around cars and knowing everything about it. So, and that kind of like pushed me a little bit to kind of start seeing what else I can do to the build. With the wheels, with pretty much almost everything that you need to do when it comes to a wide body kit. When installing one.
Yeah, yeah, it's super cool. Is this like your first kind of real big stancy car?
I would say so. Yes. I mean, I started with the Mustang.
Oh,
I mean, V6. It wasn't like really
Yeah.
big, but it is something that for
Kind of
me.
like a first car to mod
Yeah,
kind of thing.
exactly. And it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. So that's when I was like, you know what? I want to go with something, why not get a car that I always wanted to get? And that's when I chose the Z. I've been having it for 6 years, and,
Oh, wow.
that's where it kind of everything all started. And, and until now, I'm still kind of like playing around with it, trying to see what else I can change.
That's the cool thing about this platform too, is it has such a massive aftermarket support,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
still going,
Yeah.
that you could do so many things with this, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. And that's something about Z's as well. It's like you can literally do so much to it
Yeah.
that you can literally find anything for it and just turn your car, like the Z, into something better than just out of factory, just keeping it OEM and stuff like
Oh,
that.
100%. What hood is this? I love this hood. Is it like the
This,
Z whatever?
yeah, this is it's a Renegade
Oh,
GT. It's pretty nice. I mean, I
it's
like how it's
sick.
advanced, stuff like that. I was planning to go. I mean, this is an HR, so it came with the HR hood. I wanted to stick with that because it has kind of like a loop in the front.
Yeah, a little
But then I
aggressive.
saw this one. It kind of still has the same as the HR hood.
Yeah,
So I was like, you know what? Just why not just go for this one? And it was a pretty good deal. I mean, I got it off from a friend.
Nice.
So,
And it matches the aggression of the kit and the
oh yeah,
stands and everything
oh
else. It's
yeah,
like it flows so well. And I love the black to, the black hood to the black roof to the duckbill. It gives it a nice contrast where it's not overwhelmingly blue.
yeah, oh yeah. Because before I repainted everything, I was like completely everything fully blue.
Yeah.
I loved it. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like once I started adding like the carbon accents, stuff like that, I feel like the color of it kind of just like pops up a little bit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see more of the color than just seeing it just blue.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Super accurate. It pops so well. Like,
Yeah.
again, kind of contrasting to each other. And I didn't even. Is the roof carbon?
Yeah, the roof is carbon, and the only thing unique about this one is like
crazy.
you can see that it's just black on the edges
Yeah.
because it's kind of just fading into the carbon. I don't know if you could really see it, but like
Oh,
if you go to
yeah.
the middle, it's like carbon, and
that's
when you go
sick.
to the edges, it's just fully black.
I know. I was looking at the pillars. I was like, these look carbon, and I was like, is the roof carbon?
Yeah, no, it's
That's sick.
that's pretty much something that I changed. Just keeping it just not fully carbon, but like have the accent of like fading
Yeah.
into like showing the carbon.
Did you have to cut the roof then? I assume, and then
I actually overlapped it, so
Oh,
I put it
okay.
on top of the actual.
and it worked pretty well.
And it worked pretty good. I
Nice.
mean, there's like a residue that you apply, very strong. I feel like a lot of like people that does like body works and stuff like that
Mhm.
uses it, and it is pretty strong. And till now, it's like it's stuck in there. So if I ever want to remove it, it's definitely gonna break off.
Yeah,
So I'd rather just keep it there forever.
Yeah, smart. I like the divot in the roof too. Is that OEM or is that just the carbon roof, like that middle part?
The middle part.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's just part of just the carbon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of the roof
Sick.
cap.
It gives
Yeah.
it a nice little aggression,
Yeah.
little bubble top.
Yeah.
And then carbon mirrors,
Yeah.
carbon doors, carbon side thingy-mabobs.
Yeah, the pillars.
Whatever
yeah,
they are. I like the roof spoiler.
yeah, the roof spoiler. I mean, it is kind of fading, but
Still
you know,
looks-
a little sanding, a little polishing,
Yeah.
it should kind of bring it back a little
Right.
of the carbon.
And then you tie it in with the carbon door, the carbon duckbill. Super clean.
Yeah.
Oh, you even got carbon. Yep, carbon and the
License plate.
Yeah. Is that a different? Is that a different diffuser than OEM?
No, yeah. So this is a different rear bumper. I think this is the N4. I
Oh.
think that's like kind of like from the Nismos.
Oh, okay.
So pretty much that's the whole thing in the bottom. I mean, the bottom part I just painted it black to kind of stand up a little bit of the form of the bumper. So, you know, that's pretty much.
Super clean. And then you whited out the reverse lights?
Yeah.
That's clean. And it goes in with the clear tail so well.
Yeah, I just had it to match. I mean, I just love the clear.
It goes so what, the color too?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
And then what? I guess we haven't talked about these, but what wheels are these?
So this is a Heritage Hokkaido 3-piece wheels.
They're really pretty. It's in like a brushed.
It's like a gunmetal color.
Gunmetal,
like
yeah.
a brushed chrome.
That's super clean. Do you know the size?
Yes. The rears are 19 by 14 with a negative 56 offset.
Oh,
yeah.
Brother.
Then the fronts are 19 by 12s with negative 34 offset.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It fills out the wide body so well because
definitely.
Z's are just wide in general.
Yeah.
So you need a girthy boy on there, duh.
Oh, I'm telling you, man. I mean, the amount of times that I go through tires, especially with the camber wear and all that kind of stuff,
Bro,
tires can be pricey.
Right there with you. I had almost the same specs wheels.
Wow.
And I think it's like $1,000 for 4 or something like that. And then replacing them every 6 months because,
Jesus.
you know, you daily it and it's like, oh,
yeah,
I don't know if I can afford this.
This is exactly why I don't really want to daily this as much. But
100%.
You know, it's just, tires are just way expensive. And especially like to find them around like local tire shops, it is kind of hard. You have to get
almost impossible.
Order them. Yeah.
And only one company, I feel like, makes them.
Yeah.
Like this size, nobody makes these.
Yeah, no, it's
because it's almost a truck size.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah, especially for the rears.
Yeah.
The rears are wide.
What was the width again?
That was a 19 by 14s.
Brother. My God. Anything done in the interior? Looks like you got a half cage or?
I have just like a harness bar with my lowered Empire bucket seats. Then I just recently installed a quick release steering wheel, so that makes it easier when it's like entering the vehicle.
Yeah,
so
getting in there,
like,
yeah.
You know, that is like one of the best things I just recently did because I used to have like an OEM carbon fiber steering wheel, and I loved it as it was, but the only thing is that it was just very hard to get in once in a while, you know. So
definitely
going to a quick release steering wheel was probably the best decision I've done.
That's awesome, dude. It's a beautiful car. Thank you for letting me do this. It's
definitely
super awesome, and hopefully we get some good picks for you. But I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, of course.